your life, regardless of what level you're in, because that part of you really will confuse people. It'll confuse people in the worst of ways and in the best of ways too. Because it will teach people, a good amount of people, you know, that to really love you, your life, really will bring about the peace in you, because some people can't, or they don't have the time to fall in love with themselves, or they're so confused on how to because everybody defines love in every which way. And, they coach you with that definition of how they love and what they love about you, right? But when you love yourself, when you really love your life and you just love, it's whimsical, it's romantic, to you because you are your own love story. And those that walk into the pages or sentences or, right after the period shit, there's a comma, in the parentheses and shit. Yeah, it's like quotations in some people's books, and that's how some people really, shit, that's how I would love to see my life. Everything is a fucking fairy tale because that's the way I want to see the vibration within me. That slow. And some people have that mindset, everything's good, everything just fucking ratchet as shit. And they wonder why they attract that same bullshit. It's like you're romanticizing yourself. You are your own fairy tale. You are your own storybook. You are your own story. But what part of that story do you want to actually walk in? What pages are you actually, reading over and over again that's keeping you in that mindset that, what, life really isn't life. It's just a struggle right now. But life is an experience. It's a teaching experience, really. Because what part of life is it? What part of life is teaching you about you? When it comes to the people, places, and things that will make you just as disgruntled, just as bitter, just as fucking spiteful as life can make you, and the people, the places, and the motherfucking things. Falling in love with yourself is just that. It's falling in love with the masculine side of you and the feminine side of you, and knowing which, both sides, and falling in love with both sides of you, where you're not confused as to who you are to you. Whereas it'll confuse a lot of people as to who are you in love with? Who are you loving? I mean, there's always added additions, when it comes to that added flow of love. Yes, some people could be loving you, some people could be loving on you, and some people could just love you. But then again, how do you love yourself and how much of yourself do you love? Do you love yourself wholly or part to yourself? Do you love yourself one way or in every way? How do you love yourself? And what part of yourself do you really love? Because there's plenty parts of ourselves. We got so many bones, 276 or something like that, all our organs. It's really knowing that you nurture you first. I mean, we all have a mama, we all have a grandmama, aunt, and all that shit. But how do you nurture you? Have you tapped into your own emotions? Have you ever really felt all of your tears and known what each teardrop meant? And where did those tears lead you? Did it lead you to a moat to protect yourself, or did it lead you to the clarity about yourself? It's your ocean of emotions. It's you coating yourself with the love of you and how much you love you. And what of you do you love? Because people wake up every day blaming everybody else for them not loving them, but at the same time, do they love themselves? Because if you do, ain't no motherfucking matter if anybody else is loving you. It could be pieces and parts, yes, but at the same time, what part of you, the whole you, are you actually loving? And what are they loving too? It's a whole fucking lesson about yourself. But what part of that lesson do you want to learn about yourself over and over again? Is a question for yourself. Because a lot of people can misconstrue you romanticizing your own life as your own love story because of the meeting of yourself. Whereas some people will believe that that is submissive, oh, I could play her, I could play him. But they don't know the wisdom that comes behind that romanticism of yourself, that love story with yourself. Because we can all be a damsel in distress, but at the same time, we all know we are our own hero, we are saving ourselves. So who else but ourselves to meet ourselves to fall in love with than ourselves? That's all. Not the most I got you.